Hey everyone, it was exciting for Brandon Kreyer himself to finish 7th in the PBA Cheetah Championship. But for his dad, this was a moment that was a long time coming. He saw this type of passion in his son from years ago, and it all culminated in his hometown just miles away from where he started learning about the sport of bowling. Here's Dad's reaction. The lot of us will never know, what it's like to have a son in a PBA Tour event, let alone a PBA Tour televised final. I mean, how's your heart doing?
I mean, to be honest with you, I really wasn't nervous. I really wasn't. I'd just been around the game for so long. Yeah, I mean, it's my son. He's bowling for a PBA title. But I'll get to that in a minute, but I really wasn't nervous. I was more just studying, watching what they're doing, so that way, like he said in his interview, if there's something that he's doing that I see, I'll let him know, what I'm seeing, what's going on with the lanes. Maybe it's something he doesn't see, vice versa, but we've always come to the mutual agreement. It's like, if I see something, I'll let him know. I'll let Brandon know, this is what I'm seeing. But it's his choice to take the advice. If he wants to apply it, great. If not, it's nothing personal. It's just, we study the game quite a bit, so it's just a matter of information. So I really wasn't nervous as much. It was just, being in the parent moment is what it was. But it's this. I mean, he's got a young career, and he's already making a name for himself. He made a name for himself in the state. He made himself a name in the city. He went regionally. Now he's making himself nationally. I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. When this, when the first match started all the way to the end of this, did it feel like you expected it to feel?
Yes. I figured if Brandon could stay strong and stay clean in the first few frames, and if AJ gives him an opening, and no offense to AJ if he sees this, I'm sorry, I apologize. If he gave him an opening, I knew he was going to step on his throat.
Attaboy! Shot, Brandon!
And he did. And if he carried that 10-pin in the 7th, there was a 300 coming. Eighth, whatever it was. Whenever he left the 10-pin, the 300 was coming.
Yeah.
But I knew he'd come out firing. Brandon would come out firing, and he did.
And you told me as much before the match even started. You said, it looks like he's got an even better look here than he had at Brooklyn Park, which is kind of scary.
Right, and he did, and and I won't get detailed, but he summed it up, and he said a lot of lefties, and so the lanes changed really quick. But he outbowled Spencer, but Spencer outscored him. I mean, one game match. What can you do?
Yeah,
not much you can do.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in a one-game match,
including things that you can't control, like those rolled 3-pins. But
yes,
things happen, and there are plenty of guys who come out here and shoot 150 or 170.
Absolutely.
Your kid averaged 245 on this pair.
That's impressive, but that's still nothing compared to his league average this year at 253. So, you're below average.
You got to convert that from scoring.
But no, it was pretty impressive, and especially coming into this building, because there was a few years back, the Minneapolis Masters was at this building. And I woke up that morning, and Brandon woke up also, and he's like, "Can I come with you?" "Sure, put your shoes on, let's go." And he came with me, and I proceeded to win that Masters tournament. And he didn't move. The only time he moved was to go to the bathroom or get a drink. And he watched every shot. So it was kind of a surreal moment coming back into this building where now he's competing for a national title when he came to watch me win a Minneapolis Masters titles. So it was pretty memorable.
Full circle moments abound. You were explaining to me about how when you were younger, you were on the track to go on tour, getting ready for that, and then Brandon came along.
Yes.
Kind of walk us through that.
I moved back here to Minnesota. I graduated high school out in New Jersey, and when I moved back here, I started making a name for myself. And I had a couple of backers that said that they wanted to put me out on tour. And I'm like, okay. Me and the wife kind of discussed it a little bit, and it was a dream of mine to go do. And so we're trying to get everything set and ready to go, and all of a sudden we were adding an addition to the family. So I mean, it basically turned into, there's only going to be two paths on this. I can go be a professional bowler, and I mean, and be on my own, or switch gears and be a family man. And just from my life that I had as a child growing up, I didn't want to do that. And so I backed off of going out there, and you know, there's a shoulda, woulda, couldas, but I think in my path I made the right choice. And I mean, again, my son's getting ready to bowl for a PBA national title, and I don't think a PBA national title has been won by a Minnesotan in over 60 years. I believe I'm quoting Charlie Tapp was the last one to win from Minnesota. I mean, Nick Pate has had a run at it, which is great. Jeff Smith has had a run at it on TV. I don't know of any other Minnesotans that have been on TV to have a chance at the title. I mean, of course, competing for it's a different story, but well, there's a new runner in town, and his name is Brandon Kreyer, and he had a run at it today.
Yeah. When you have a chance to, you know, kind of step back and really reflect on this, what do you think moving forward this will mean to you? Because we all know it means something different now than it will next week, next month, next year.
Honestly, that's a really good question. Being a proud dad, I guess, would sum it all up, I would say. But I think the biggest thing would be is to support and watch Brandon's path. You know, I consider myself still a pretty good player, and I can compete, but it's not my time anymore. It's his. I'll bowl and compete when I can, but it's his time. It's his path. It's his support that is needed now, and it's almost like it's my time now to step back, be supportive, and let him go on his path and rebrand the Kreyer name in the Twin Cities and in the upper Midwest. I mean, everybody knows him. They know what he can do. You know, people walk into a bowling alley and they see him walking in, they're like, oh crap, I guess we're fighting for second place. But it's pretty awesome. And I'll support it until the day I die. You know, as long as he wants to keep competing, I'll keep supporting for both my kids. And that's where I'll always be. So it's probably the best way I could sum it up.
It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. The only other thing I can think of is the strike song. What was it and why?
So my favorite music artist, Pierce the Veil. Well, it's all in the name. The song name, Flawless Execution. I think that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
We'd have Mom come and talk in here, but she doesn't have a voice.
You wouldn't have more of a voice because you'd be getting all choked up too.
What do you think's more emotional?
That's a really tough question.
Oh, her by far.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
More emotional? Yeah?
Easily.
Yeah.
They're both emotional.
How so? Was she shaking? Teary?
I mean, yeah, she gets a little bit more teary-eyed and emotional. I honestly thought that if he got past Spencer that he was going to win this thing. The way that the bracket was setting up and seeing who he would have bowled next, and especially he would have been back on the fresh. And I think he would have made the title match. I really do. And then, of course, I mean, we all know that the nerves would definitely hit to that point because now you are bowling for the title.
Yeah.
So I mean, shoulda, woulda, coulda talked about right now, but I mean, the performance was spectacular.
In the meantime, we can walk out of this place like I just won a title.
It's for some. I mean, I don't think it's your last.
No.
I don't think it's your last. So it would be a lifetime achievement for a lot of different people and a lot of different bowlers. But there's something special that you have, and I couldn't find it. But the Metro Bowler was the first article he ever had at the age of 5.
Oh.
The Metro Bowler did an article on Brandon because they knew how passionate and loving he enjoyed this sport. And he would come to bowling when me and Mom bowled league at Maplewood Lanes, and they had the way that everything was set up. He would stand up on a chair, looking over the counter, and he would never move. Would not move. He would watch. For example, we're bowling on like 17, 18. He'd watch all the way down to lane 10 and up to lane 24. Then all of a sudden he got the hearing for it. For example, we're on 17, 18. All of a sudden he could point down to 22 and 23 and say, there's a pin jam down there. And sure enough, we would look down there, there's a pin jam. And the only 2 times that he would ever get up during league, can I go to the bathroom or can I get a drink? He was a kid that never went and played games. He never wanted to go to the video games. He wanted to watch. That's what he did. And one of my favorite moments was ever, he would bowl when I had my pro shop at Saxon Lanes. He'd get done bowling juniors, and then I would still have to be open later in the day. And from where I had my working bench was, I could look out and see him on lanes 23 and 24. And the counter would always give him that pair because I could be working and just peek and see him out there, 8, 9, 10 years old, bowling. And he would come back into the pro shop just soaked. He would bowl 12, 14 games. Buddy, do you want something to eat, something to drink? No, I just want to come say hi. Back out to the lanes he went. And he wouldn't stop. So his passion for it is amazing. And I mean, again, he works at a bowling center now, so I mean, he gets to learn the machines, gets to learn the oiler, gets to learn different parts of the game that other people don't. And what does that do? And more information makes you stronger. And it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive.
Part of why he's here today.
Agree.
Thank you for watching Bowling with the Pfeff. Pound the like button and subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. Bowling with the Pfeff is brought to you by Chip Magnet. Raise your snack standards.
Bullwinkle's in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, the official bowling center of Bowling with the Pfeff. Jerry's Score-More Pro Shop, the Eau Claire area's leader in bowling products and services since 1988, and Visionary Video Hub, video with impact.
Email bowlingwiththepfeff@yahoo.com with questions or to appear on the show. You can also reach out on your favorite social media platform.